All right. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Perfect. So, how's it going? How's your day going?
It's going well. Just been relaxing. Just trying to go around the city a little bit, check the city out.
Okay. All right. Are you in Seattle now, or are you guys back in Houston still?
Yeah, no, we're in Seattle now.
Okay, cool. So we haven't talked since before minicamp, and now that you've completed minicamp, training camp, and 2 scrimmage games between the DC Defenders and the Tampa Bay Vipers, how have you been? Did you enjoy the minicamp?
Oh, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Camp was very good. Just meeting everybody, playing against guys I played with, played against college and professionally. So it was definitely fun.
Okay. When before you guys went down to training camp, when you were doing the mini camp in Seattle, did you get to check out Seattle at all in your off time?
Not really. It was just kind of just hotel, watch film, watch TV, go to sleep type deal. Didn't really get to go around too much, so I plan on going on a lot this time.
Okay, so what stood out to you most in your time during the mini camp?
Just I guess the scenery. It kind of reminds me of, because I played in Michigan, so it kind of reminds me of Michigan's, like the kind of always gray a little bit. Just a lot of people here. Not used to really just being in a big city too much. But the city. I would say here, this city definitely sleeps. So after around 8, 9, 10, people are definitely in their houses chilling. So not really a lot of people on the streets and everything. So
Right. Okay. So how did you feel about the team and the scheme of the defense as a whole heading down to Houston after the mini camp?
I felt well. I felt good about it. I think I just had a few questions about and everything, just how it would work and everything. So once we got down to training camp, they kind of went over a lot of that stuff. I think definitely I really enjoy it. Enjoy our defense, enjoy the players that we have. The scheme that we have is going to fit well with everyone. Plus, it can carry over to the NFL when guys have the opportunity because it's like the whole everything. It's cover 1, 3, 4, everything. So
Okay. So overall, you feel pretty comfortable with the defense going into the training camp.
yeah. So going into training camp, yeah, I feel good about it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. How do you feel that the Dragons are performing in comparison to what you've seen from other teams? And now that you guys have matched up with teams in scrimmage, where do you guys compare yourself to other people in the league?
I think very high. I put that on myself and the team. Just put us to a higher standard. I think we'll be one of the best teams in the XFL. Just our personnel and scheme-wise. So, yeah, I would put us up there with the best.
All right, so from my reading from training camp, you came out there and balled out, dude. I saw that you were one of the consistent names that were popping up on takeaways. I think I saw the number was totaled at 9 takeaways during the training camp.
Yeah.
And you got one during each game.
Yeah, so I think it was the first day I didn't get one, and then the next few days I got one, and one day I got 2, so.
Nice. Okay. So what does it mean to you to have your performance during the camp stand out as much as it did?
I think it just means a lot, just setting the tone for the season, going into the season. So there's no question about, can he play, can he do this and that. I kind of just made sure the standard was high for myself, so any downfall of play that I have, I can recognize it early, and coaches will be able to recognize it and let me know that. So I don't plan on having that, but just for references.
Awesome. I like that answer. What do you think that the key reason for all of your consistency that you've been having is?
I think just more focus. I think this time around, I put more emphasis on just being me, working on certain character traits. When we talked about it last time, just having certain character traits that I usually don't kind of show. I'm not just like a laid-back guy, just kind of do my job and just keep moving. I think being more engaged with teammates. Well, I won't say more teammates, but more with just being out there energy-wise. Just making sure that we all play at a consistent level, very high level. So I think this time around just made it more emphasis of focus and just bring more energy.
You spending a lot of time with the guys on the defense outside of playing?
Oh, yeah. DBs, we're always out, man. Everywhere we go, we're always together. most of us are always together. You know, some of them have like other obligations, kids and stuff. So they really can't do a lot of just going out. But when we're out, it's at least 4 or 5 of us in the secondary. And then if we see a couple more defensive players, then it's a good night. So in Houston, we all went out. It was all DB. So.
I've been talking to Jordan Thompson a little bit here on the show. He's been telling me that he's been getting really into sushi. You gone out and had sushi with him yet?
Nah, I'm really into sushi. I like seafood, but not raw seafood.
Okay. So what do you think that you learned most, or what do you think that stands out most that you learned during the training camp and the scrimmage games?
Just about player-wise, team-wise, or just in general?
Okay. I would
just in general.
Yeah, just let's just go with the just in general.
Okay. I would just say just the guys that we have. I think that we're really focused. A lot of players that play in the league or just come out in college. I think it's a rarity that you see a first-time group come together and be this focused. Just because a lot of us know that this could be our last opportunity. And then the younger guys, this is my next opportunity. So I think just I go back to the focus that this whole group has kind of stood out to me a lot. So when it comes to on the field, being professionals and things like that, being professional and things like that. So.
Okay, I like that. How do you think that your consistency in the takeaways is going to carry over to 2 weeks from now during kickoff?
I think it will carry over well. That's kind of like how I wanted to do it, just have that momentum going into the season. And not trying to, fight for one takeover. Now it can come consistently, just knowing the defense and stuff like that. So I think it'll just keep continuing. And plus, with me getting takeovers, other players get takeovers. So it'll just be a whole team effort.
Okay, I like that. The XFL has a lot of different and more unconventional rules than other leagues across American football.
Yeah.
How hard was it for you to make these adjustments for these rules?
I think just special team-wise, it was just different. Having to wait on punt for the ball to get kicked. What else do we have? Like the kickoff rule. I think it's probably the biggest one is the kickoff rule. Just knowing, I have to wait for the hand to drop when he can catch the ball. I think on punt, you can't let the ball run out of bounds or they'll get at 35. It's just small things that you just had to focus on. So like I said, going back to focus again, we going into this training camp, we didn't have any mental errors on that too much. Maybe small things, but it wasn't really a crazy thing on that. So I think the rules this year with the whole everything, you just have to focus more on that. Okay.
Do you feel like you're spending more time than usual trying to focus on these rule changes, or are you still just kind of going with the flow and playing how you played your entire career?
Yeah, I think just going with the flow. I don't think it's really any separation between different leagues. So I've kind of played Canada, played American ball, so it's not really a big separation. It's just kind of go with the flow, and just when you're running down, this is for me. If I'm running down and I think to my mind, oh wait, I can't let the ball go to bounds. So that'll just be like a quick reaction thing. So I think as long as it's in there, we'll know that that's a rule. But I don't think it will be just any drop off of just forgetting the rule. Like I thought, we got the ball go out of bounds. Like no, so.
Okay, so what did you think about the kickoff rule change? I mean, you guys, do you play on special teams yourself?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the kickoff? Is it just kind of different, or do you already feel comfortable with it?
I would say it's just indifferent. I think just the kickoff in general is just, I know it's a lot safer, but it's a lot different for someone to throw full speed and kind of catch the ball 5 yards away from you and can literally probably just score that. Really, so I think I'm thinking it might be more scores on special teams like kickoff, and kickoff, kick return. But I mean, just watching it while we were practicing, it was when people were executing well. So I think we might have a good special teams team just in that aspect. But just in general, overall, I think it might be a lot of scores on kick.
Scoring on special teams during the scrimmage games?
Yeah, it really wasn't. It was just kind of big plays, but not really scores.
Okay. A lot of yards gained?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that would be it.
Do you, as a defensive player, like that the XFL seems to be wanting to punt less, more of an option, trying to change punting and making people go for it on fourth down in these rule changes? It gives you more playing time, basically. Do you enjoy having the more playing time because of it?
Somewhat, because it gives you opportunity to make another play. But at the same time, on defense, you love 3 and outs. Like, you love first, second, third down, and we're off the field. You would love that, just playing defense. Playing 80 snaps a game might be a little difficult, but we've all done that. So I think for playing time wise, making more plays, I think that would help. But getting off the field would definitely help a lot better.
Okay.
And getting on offensive.
I mean, you got to be. I feel like you got to be a little bit more conditioned for this. Do you feel that that's the case?
Yeah, somewhat. I don't think it's just over conditioning, but I think you definitely have to be conditioned. You can't just, anybody can't just come off the street and just kind of step into this. They probably need a little time to be conditioned. But yeah, I think definitely be conditioned for this.
Okay, so the XFL also introduced passing 2 times behind the line of scrimmage. Did you get to play against that yet?
No, I haven't. So I'm trying to figure out how that would even work. So
have you guys practiced that?
No, we haven't. We have not practiced that yet. So
okay.
I think we're just trying to figure out what team and who would actually try that because. I mean, kind of in NFL or college, you kind of have to go behind. You have to be behind the quarterback, right?
Right. Yeah. So it's got to be a lateral, but I guess so. In the XFL, you can pass it twice as long as it's behind the line of scrimmage, and then throw it again. So I was going to ask you if you had played against that and how you feel about it.
Yeah, I would say I haven't, but I think it would still be kind of difficult for them to throw the ball because it gives us a chance to get closer to the person who's throwing it.
Okay.
So a lateral kind of has that 5-yard kind of grace period where you kind of can until you have to attack him, but he can throw that. He can throw the ball in. But now at the line of scrimmage, we're a little bit closer, so I don't think that would be able to work.
Okay, I didn't think about that. That totally makes sense. I didn't think about it from that aspect. I like your opinion on that. Did you get any overtime reps?
Yes, we got some overtime reps. I actually had an interception in the overtime reps. So
hey, there you go.
Yeah, so I like that. Unlike that, it's just one team instead of both teams on the field. I think at the beginning it was both teams would be on the field. So now I like that it's just one team, so we all can watch. Anticipation is going to be crazy when time goes on. So
yeah, it's exciting. So you like the shootout style then?
Yeah, it's different. But I definitely like the whole thing being ramped up. Like one team scores, other team scores, other team gets stopped, other team gets stopped. So it's like this is the whole build up. So I do like that.
That's cool. I was pretty excited about that. So what are your feelings on the extra point attempts? Do you like that you're getting involved in it, like playing defense to stop the extra point instead of, trying to block a field goal?
Yeah, I definitely like it. I think in the AAF last year we did the same thing. It was you had to go. I don't think you could kick a field goal. You had to go for 1 or 2. I'm trying to remember, but
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I do like the idea of having to go for 1, 2, or 3 instead of just being able to kick a field goal.
Did you see anybody attempt a 3-point?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they tried to. Someone had a penalty and it kind of backed up a little bit to end up being a 3-point play. But I don't remember actually getting that 3-point play.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone would use that until it's necessary. But I think 2 and 1 would just be the easier ones to go with.
Right. So I would assume unless you're like really in a hole scoring wise, you wouldn't want to go for a 3. I feel like the conversion of percentage would be really low on that.
Yeah, definitely would.
Okay. So how do you feel personally about the 25-second play clock?
I like it. It's going to give us an advantage just because once we line up, we can kind of see what they're doing. Speeding. I think offensively, it will speed up the defense, kind of throw us off guard. But I think just knowing what you're supposed to do before anything. Just getting to play, being able to line up. So I think that would help. It's just you just have to see. My opinion might change once it starts going, but I played against teams in college that was fast paced and everything. So it's kind of the same thing. Just having to line up, knowing what you're doing beforehand. So.
Right. So that I was going to ask you, does that make it harder for you guys to read the defense before the snap because you guys have less time to look at him?
I would say it depends on the team because some teams might go no huddle and just kind of have the cadence and then kind of look back at the coach. They might go with that style, and you still have time to see everything. I don't think it's just anyone going to just line up and just ready, set, go.
Right.
They're going to take their time. I think a lot of teams are probably just going to line up quicker and then just kind of see what we're in. We'll be able to see what they're in. So I think there'll still be a little bit of time. I don't think 25 seconds is really that short. I think it's actually long. Just depends on, I think teams might still be able to huddle up if they, get in there quick. So.
Do you know? So I read online that they were talking about putting microphones inside all of the offensive people's helmets so they could reduce the amount of huddling that's happening. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, so it's not. I don't think it's everyone, but I think it's certain players on the offense have the microphones.
Okay, so it's not just the quarterback; it's other people, so that they have. Okay, does that affect you at all on defense, or are you just kind of, going with the play calls?
If I can hear the play through the headset, I can shoot. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all.
All right, I feel that.
I'll definitely be able to hear it. They're loud in the headset. Play call and everything.
Do you feel that with the shorter play clock that you need to be a little bit – we talked about conditioning, but do you think because of the shorter play clock and the fast tempo that you need to be a little bit more conditioned because of that?
Yeah, I think you would be. Just thinking about it now. Just with the shorter play clock, just having to get back into line. Especially if you get to the ball like you're supposed to, having to run back. Yeah. That's why I said the 3 and out is going to be really key with everything.
Okay. I know you haven't got to play a game in Seattle yet, but have you seen any Seattle fans from football from the Seahawks? You know how crazy it is. Do you know that the Dragons are already highest in ticket sales for the season? How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I mean, I've heard Seattle has a great fan base. Just going from the Seattle Seahawks and then the Supersonics wanted them to come back. So
yeah,
I already knew just being here that we're gonna have the best fans here. And it rains a lot here and it's kind of cold a little bit. The fans still show that last video. It's like, well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with this being a spring league, you guys are going to be playing in the rain an awful lot, man. Okay. So how do you feel about the upcoming weeks that you have before going to travel to DC with the team for the first game of the season? Do you guys have?
Feel good.
Okay, you feel comfortable about what's going on?
Yeah, feel good about it. Feel good about the team that they assembled. Just the scheme and everything that we talked about. Really feel good about the team that we have this year. Some great things coming, so just have to wait and see. Okay.
You got big plans this next couple weeks, just kind of relaxing and doing practice and watching film?
Yeah, just relaxing, just kind of doing my sightseeing now. Because when the season comes, I'll probably be a little bit more locked in. So just try to see everything now. Probably won't be able to see the mountains that much on this time. Probably wait until after the season. But yeah, it'll just be more just seeing the Space Needle and just seeing the places to eat and stuff like that.
Okay. And then lastly, what are your expectations of the season as we draw near to kickoff?
I think just being a better teammate. I've always been, considered a good teammate. Just being the best that I've ever been as a teammate. Just bringing guys along, making sure that we're all still, working for a common goal towards a championship, and then eventually, achieve higher dreams. I think just first, before anything, just being a good teammate. On the field, just make as much plays as possible. Just being known as a guy who can take the ball away here in Seattle, just in general, I think that'll be good. A good goal to achieve. And, the championship, just getting to that ultimate goal. We play the game for, we don't play for money or anything. I just love to win. So just winning would just be the ultimate expectation that we have every week, and just to get the championship. So.
Do you got a personal goal on interceptions this year?
I would say not personal. I would just say more than less than 5. So more than 5.
Okay, more than 5. I like it.
Yeah, more than 5. Yeah, and if I get up towards 9, then it has to be more than 10.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time once again talking to me, man. I love talking with you. You guys excite me. I'm really looking forward to this season, man. Feel free to always, come, shoot me a text and offer to come talk again, man. I'm always open to talk to you guys.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It'll probably be on a weekly basis. Probably do like a weekly family deal, so that'd definitely be great to do.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. Just let me know, man. All right, take it easy. Looking forward to the season. Good luck in DC.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye. Cool. Channing Stribling, Seattle Dragons cornerback. I still get really all excited about this stuff, man. I love talking to these guys. This league is, just starting, and we've known about it for 2 years, and there's been so much planning. And, man, I'm just excited to have more football other than the NFL. I love the NFL, don't get me wrong, but it is a nice change of pace to see people who are actually trying to play for something. And I'm not saying NFL players don't play for something, but I feel like there's a lot of times where you just see guys, there for a paycheck. And these guys are trying to advance their careers. And, man, they always pump me up, man. I love talking to these guys. I'm supposed to be talking to a couple more guys within the next week or two before the season kicks off. So keep an eye out for that. Seattle Dragons, Channing Stribling, cornerback. Thanks again, guys. I'm Nick from Talking Interference Sports. Go check out Tabby's Coffee in the Seattle Everett area in the Everett Library. And go to SeatGeek.com, promo code GCSN, get $20 off of any of your tickets that you're getting to an event. And if you're not watching me on the Game Changer Sports Network, go check out the Game Changer Sports Network. And if you're watching this anywhere else, or if you are watching this on Game Changer, go drop a like on my page, Talking Interference Sports. All right, guys, I'm Nick, taking it easy. Have a good weekend, guys.